Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Pathologic 2, where, if I'm not mistaken, we need to find a place to lay down. I don't know, the bar's not, like, completely full of red. I assume that it's really bad when the red fills it up entirely, so we have a little bit of time, I guess, but I think we ought to find a bed sooner rather than later. So our buddy Bad Grief here suggested that we could just sleep anywhere we could find in the warehouse district and we'd probably be okay, and I'm just looking around to see if there's anything to steal here. Think he'll be mad? They might be mad. That woman is looking directly at this cupboard like, don't you dare touch my cupboard. Alright, he has more to say. Let's talk to him a little more.
Neither above nor below the ground can heaven or hell be found.
Okay, I mean, I agree with you in principle. You run into the old crowd, Stock Reuben, Lara. I've been to Reuben's. He's not home. Good. It seems to be maybe a lucky thing for me. Gotta say, it's a tough time for our friendship. I mean, if you can even call this friendship. Gravel-hearted Lara won't look at me now, and Stock's even worse. He completely ignored my plea for help. Need help? You gone outside recently? It's chaos. Innocent souls torn limb from limb. Everyone's lost their minds hunting the culprit. A step golem, some think, but others, they're after your hide, friend. All this going on, naturally, my men ran into a mob. Barely got out alive. They need a sawbones bad. Your old man's gone, and his star student, Stock, won't take the job, so... I am a surgeon, you know, I could help you out. It seems to me one good turn deserves another, even if you are glowering at me pretty menacingly. There you go. See, all I had to do was mention it. He lightened up. Yeah, let me patch him up. Not here. Shiner dropped by, said they're waiting for death in the hideout. Poor piecework, he's knocking on heaven's door. Got something stuck in the belly. Can you believe, folks? They're all shapeshifters, I swear, shedding skin and eating each other. May not look it, but every person in this town has a vile beast inside. Yeah, well, they're human, so... I would need tools first, apparently. Tools? Got you all set, friend. Blessed be the warehouses, the wellspring of goods, including illegal ones. There. Take a peek inside that crate, and choose anything your heart desires. Although, maybe you should stick around. Dangerous out. Knock it off. I can't stay here forever. I'll drop by the patient when I'm in the area. Yeah, wonderful. You find anything in his belly he doesn't need, don't toss it. Bring it to me. Might be useful. What, like a memento? Yeah, you're still a weird one. Bred in the bone, I suppose. Okay, so we have a... I am now allowed to loot the thing. That is not the dude who was crouched on top of the crates. This is a different guy who has appeared. I wonder how much these dudes in the black jumpsuits with the white masks are actually literally present. Because it seems like they might not be, right? It seems like they might almost, Am I allowed to take all of it? I'm just going to take all of it. Coffee beans will energize you, but it's unhealthy. Some eggs. The chicken has yet to be seen. That's a little concerning. Okay. Yeah. Right? They might just not be literally present. Seems possible. Let's see what this one has to say. Even in a handcrafted town like this, there is an underground, a rat's nest, at odds with the law, at odds with good morals. People come to them with dubious challenges and requests. Who are you? A reflection. Call me his conscience, if you will. What, Griefs? You know my master. He is your friend, and he hasn't changed much since you last saw him. He always loved to live on the edge, never was a stickler for rules, but he was never truly vile or cruel. Yet he has changed. Now, he wants to seem a kingpin, a king, a local tsar of his own small turf. Wants to seem, not be. Play a big wheeler-dealer. But that's not really who he is. He's just... playing pretend? Don't make me laugh. Would you like to know what your old friend is truly worried about now? He's playing a dashing scoundrel in front of you, but his soul is trembling. Why? He's worried that blood started to spill now, and it was probably spilled by his men. The people who rubbed shoulders with him, hiding their teeth at first. He's worried you'll think he has it all under control, meaning today's craze is his doing. So, it seems to me like our character is, like, extremely ready to assume the worst about everybody. Right, like, he's pretty convinced that Grief is exactly who Grief is seeming to be, even though there is potentially a real live metaphor right in front of us telling us that that is not the case. It's just, it seems strange to me. His demeanor is unusual for a video game character. Okay, he's worried you'll think he has it all under control, meaning today's craze is his doing, isn't it? Perhaps he's partially responsible. Perhaps he did corrupt them with his talk of how any law is but chains that one must break in order to become free and truly human. But he never wanted bloodshed. Keep that in mind. Thanks, Reflection. That's comforting to know. I mean, it is, provided that it's actually true. So I guess we have a lot of things to do. Let's take a quick look at our map here. Where are our patients? Okay, they're pretty far away. Remember to bring a scalpel. I wonder if this is time sensitive. We've had it kind of hammered home that we have to be really concerned about time, so maybe we need to be looking into this sooner rather than later. We could have the boatman transport us over there, and then it's not too long of a run from there to Lara Ravel's place. Let's deal with these local urchins first, and then maybe we'll take the ferry for the first time. Sorry, also I have to sleep at some point. Hold on, let's see if we can even locate a bed. Part of the problem here is that the vast majority of the warehouses seem to be locked. He said we could just sleep anywhere in the district that we could find a place to bed down, didn't he? At least I think that's what he said. But it sure does seem like everything's locked. Let's just run around a couple of these buildings. This is a little awkward. Bit of a dead end over here. Ooh, by the way, this is later in the day than I was hoping to get this episode out. It has been a kind of a long one, kind of a weird one. A lot better than some of my days recently have been, but a little on the long side. I'm glad to be back here exploring this a little bit further. Yeah, everything is locked. Can we search this dumpster? I knew it. Okay, well, there's nothing in it anyway. I think we're totally good on thirst for right now. Yeah, if we're not actually going to be able to get into any of these buildings, then him telling me I'm safe to sleep around here doesn't actually help very much. Well, there certainly wasn't a bed in the building that, in the little room that he is in, right? Okay, can't go in there. Not locked, just not allowed to go in. Is a grocery over here? Maybe the grocery building has rooms in it as well? The Gut, you're hated here. I think we're pretty much hated everywhere at this point. The rumors and stuff took a serious axe to our reputation. It's alright, we'll figure it out. We just have to be careful. We have to somehow prove to people that we are a good, useful, helpful member of society, while also not getting murdered. So there's going to be a balance to be struck of making ourselves visible. Okay, we're close to the kids. I just got to get on the other side of the wall here. Yeah, there's going to be a balance to be struck, I suspect, of being visible versus being vulnerable. Thought I heard rumbling for a moment there and was afraid I might get hit by a train. Alright, which one of these looks like it's the kids? It's around the back of these two. I'm still not 100% clear whether sprinting is hurting our thirst more than walking would. That's a weird... What is this? Oh, it might be a beehive or something. Or those might all just be falling leaf textures, or falling leaf particles, rather. It might just be like a crappy paper lantern. Alright, well, it looks like there's nothing fun to steal out here, so I guess let's go inside. Because Grief didn't say that he was giving us a particular room or anything, right? I'm pretty sure he said that we could just sleep anywhere and we'd be fine. As long as he's in charge. It seems like everybody here wants to talk to us. Look, see everyone? The doctor's here. Yeah. Who's sick? You're too late. They died. Why didn't you come sooner? What kind of doctor are you? The 3 kids are dead and no one gives a damn. Not kids. Worse. Those were our dogs. Alma, Wolfling, and Duke. Who poisoned them? Somebody evil. Notkin's planning on holding a trial. He wanted you to be there, too. Okay, so that's what he was talking about with a murderer. Well, at least I made it in time for the trial. Not all is lost. I think for the moment it's in our best interest to not be, like, real dismissive of these kids. That traitor Leica saw you this morning, by the way. How you got off the train and beat those thugs to a pulp. Who is Leica? Is Leica the dog? He killed Duke, Wolfling, and Alma. Notkin will punish him for that. Don't you need to make sure that he's the real culprit first? I'm speaking from experience here. Okay, so it would be bad for us if Leica died, if Leica was convicted of dog murder and executed by these children or anything like that, because Leica can tell people that we were not in town when our father died.
In toil to be troubled is to have your toil doubled.
Okay, that's strangely poetic for a child just standing around in a warehouse. You're here, good, the trial can begin. But who is the accused, kids? Shouldn't you at least, like, present them to me? Well, question first. They say you're no son to old Barak. He was a doctor. He saved lives. It is said that you kill instead. Is that true? Is what true? That this town is full of gossips and rumor mongers? No, I am a Barak. Have no doubt. Absolutely. Answer the question, please. Are you a murderer or no? Do you think this kid is going to appreciate the semantic difference here between murder and killing? Let's hope so. Calm down, no need to get defensive. Or are you uncomfortable doing this in front of my soul and a halves? Soul and a... What? What? Don't calm down. No, let's not get adversarial right away. We'll just say, aren't you cheeky? Cheeky or not, this isn't a game. We're talking about something important here. Yeah, I'm all ears. Tell me, is it right to kill? We need to know what you believe. Old Barak wasn't just a doctor to us, he was a teacher. He knew how to live. And you say you are his son, so you're to take his place and answer. Is murder acceptable? Okay. The town is starting to tear itself apart with violence. So there's some good, I think, reason for us to push back against the idea that it is acceptable to kill, even if I do sometimes kill people myself. And we certainly don't want these kids to decide that it's okay to kill Leica for his crimes, even if he is the dog poisoner, because I need him alive. So let's try to convince them that it is not okay to kill without somehow making it the case that they need to turn me into the police or anything. Or even worse, to the... I don't remember which family those guys were working for, but if they were to turn me into those people, that would probably be a lot worse. It is right to kill someone who preys on the weak and defenseless. If we say this, they're going to want to kill Leica. Only in self-defense? Only to protect a loved one is also probably they're going to kill Leica. Killing is... So, it's... We tell them only in self-defense or no, killing is never right. This one makes me look like a hypocrite. Let's say only in self-defense. I don't think this is going to lead to them feeling like they have a right or a need to kill Leica, and this basically excuses me for my acts. I know I'm taking like a pretty mercenary, like borderline Malthusian approach to this question, but we gotta survive here, right? We can't help anybody if I'm dead. So murder can be right sometimes? Who are you planning on killing, boy? Well, it's not about me, but about us. My soul and a halves always hang together. Answer the question. Take your time if you need to. You may very well be choosing our fate. Okay, murder is never acceptable. This is kind of like weasel wordy, because I'm saying murder is never acceptable, not killing is never acceptable. Those things are totally not the same, but hopefully he won't notice. Good. Now we know the kind of man you are. Here ends the trial. You're free to go. So you know me, huh? That was quick. Guess I should talk to you if I'm ever confused. Listen, self-knowledge is tough. Why not just listen to what other people say about you? Okay, kid up there doesn't have anything to say to us.
What?
So is revenge bad too? Do as I say, not as I do. Kids do not like hearing that. Also, other people. Humans do not like being told this. Revenge is bad. You should not do revenge. Yes, life finds its own way of punishing the wicked. Plus, you don't want to end up having to dig 2 graves. So, you say murder is bad. It's easy for you to say. You gave Wolfling a bone. You never fed Duke, never met Leica. I'd like to see if you'd change your tune when you actually encountered the traitor. I bet my soul you'd lose it and snap his neck. Okay, a bone. The victims were dogs. We're talking about dogs here. Who did you think they were? Nothing. That's a weird response. So why did you ask me about revenge? Here's the deal. You're so full of the milk of human kindness. Go and meet Leica for yourself. And if you truly, honestly believe a lying, cheating lowlife like him deserves to go free, let him go free. But if you figure he needs to be taught a lesson, give him this leash. It'll bring him back here, guaranteed. And then what? You'll kill him? Of course not. Didn't you teach us that murder is never right? But we will send him 6 feet under. That's a concerning thing to say. Okay, I'll hold you to it. We're just gonna tell Leica. We're just gonna say Leica's fine. That's my plan right now. We have a deal. Murky says it's by the Gumstone. Where's that? The Gumstone. Stepward from the basket. Aren't you supposed to know all this? Or do you stepfolk have different names for everything? Yeah. The step people call it Urhilu? Hatred. See you around, pups. Okay. Hold on a second. So we're accumulating some more thoughts here. That is not what I'm looking... Here we go. The Soul and a Halves want to punish the culprit who poisoned their dogs. The dialogue hangs together in kind of a strange way. I guess a part of it is that you can't necessarily... Like, in the case of the conversation with this kid, you can't necessarily know, or at least naively, you can't necessarily know whether the player has already spoken to the other kid. You could build a system to track that information, right? But when you're writing the dialogue, if you don't want to do that kind of implementation work, you just you have to treat every conversation as though the player might not know that we're talking about a murderer of dogs. So that's a pretty common video game dialogue problem where people are repeating things to you that you already know, and your character sometimes acts surprised by information that they already have, which happened here. But there's something else that feels kind of weird about the dialogue that I'm having trouble really grasping mentally. I can't quite put my finger on it. Okay, so we got to go and check out this guy. This kid Leica. Well, let's finish talking to people in here first. Knives, scissors, blades, razors, anything sharp. If you've got a sharp axe, I'm interested. How about a sharp wit? It can cut deeper than a knife. Those items are what I barter for. We need them. Okay, and what would you give me for sharp objects? Lock-picking shivs? If you're handy with locks, you can open 3 or 4 doors with one, brand new. And needles, good for smaller locks, like locker locks. Do you trade needles for knives? Oh, so you aren't a local. We aren't allowed razors. If they catch us, we'll be grounded for a year. Might even get spanked. Yeah, that's probably fair. You should not... You kids hanging around here in this warehouse talking about murders probably shouldn't have a lot of knives. I'm local. I'm familiar with the law. Children aren't to touch sharp objects. So, I mean, we should at least look at his trade interface. Okay, some immunity boosters that smell suspicious. If I take some morphine before sleep, I'll recuperate better. Is that what it does? Also, some actual bullets. That's interesting. Kids value this leash. Like, a lot. That is worth 10 points of valuation. Well, that's interesting. Let's not get rid of it yet. We don't know for sure that we don't want to use it. It might turn out Leica is, like, a totally bad guy, right? There might be good reason to leash him, so let's hold on to it until we know. Thank you for actually coming. You're so brave. Look, we all made a gift for you to welcome you here. See, it's bread. Please don't frown, it's all we can spare. And we need to eat too. There's a lot of mouths to feed here. Why are you doing this? Sorry it's so stale, and drink the milk fast, because it'll go bad soon. But the water is fresh from a ravine. Ah, boy. Here's the thing. I do need food, and also liquids, so maybe I should just take it? Feels bad to be taking food from a kid's mouth, but maybe they have their stuff under control? I don't feel like I have my stuff under control. Let's put off the decision by asking questions. So, you kids are all hungry too? Yeah. We're on our own after all. I can't. Right? We can't do this. We have to tell them that they can keep the food. First of all, they'll like us better, and secondly, I don't know if I could live with myself if we took some food from these kids and then they ended up getting sick and, you know. But you're a guest. Take it, or else we'll get bad luck. We need luck more than food right now. Ah, boy. Okay, so now we have a little bit more complicated situation. It is still the case that I think it is morally wrong to take the food, but I also don't want to offend them. I don't know the deal with their customs here. If I start taking food from half-starved urchins, I'll be the one with bad luck. Yeah, I don't want to upset them. I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to get them cursed or anything. But I can't take this food from these hungry children. I just can't do it. Boots. Or shoes. What is shoes? Shoes and a cloth mask. Okay, I mean, these seem like they might be important. I don't have anything she wants.
Put my trust in paw, claw, and whisker, not you, Drifter.
Listen, everybody likes dogs, kid. It's not that special. Looks like we could climb up there, but I don't really see a reason to do so. Maybe those boxes have stuff in them. Let's see if we can actually get up there. So this is too high for me to jump on. But it's a little more difficult than I thought it might be. Well, your stamina drains very quickly when you are jumping. And again, that thing is happening where when you try to move forward and to the side, it sometimes just moves one direction or the other. I have no idea why it is doing that. Okay, so none of this stuff is lootable. It's weird that there's such an obviously climbable path. I guess this is just environmental, you know, if there were animals sleeping in these boxes, they gotta have a way down. This stuff is just here because it makes, like, diegetic sense, not because they want me to climb it for collectibles. Can I climb the ladder? It seems that I cannot, in fact. Okay, well, I'll go see about your friend. They got, like, dog bowls on the floor and stuff. Don't see any dogs, though. Which is maybe for the best. Who knows? Who knows what kind of terrible things might happen to us. Also, I'm not saying that it necessarily has to be true of this game, but it often is true of video games. For some reason, developers put a dog in a video game, they can't help. It seems like they just can't help themselves. It always has to be the case that you end up fighting the dogs, and they make that horrible injured dog noise, and that's just hard. That's hard for me to deal with. And you're gonna go, hey, SB, you're not cool with killing dogs in video games, but you are fine with killing humans in video games? Yeah, guilty as charged, man. I understand where you're coming from. It does seem strange. It does seem like kind of screwed up priorities. But it's just how it is. Alright, I'm still just looking for stuff to steal. Things to eat. I mean, it sure sounds like there's dogs around here. Kind of hoping that one of these locks will end up being, like, pickable. Okay. So, the Soul and a Halves want to punish the culprit who poisoned their dogs. But I don't want them to I don't want them to do something they'll regret for the rest of their lives. Yeah, it's probably pretty hard to come back from killing a kid, even if you're a kid when you do it. Probably actually more so if you're a kid when you do it. I don't know, I think that's probably the kind of thing doesn't sit right with anybody. At least I hope. Alright, let's head over to, like, I mean, we'd have to be on some... He would have to be on some serious, like, Damien from the Omen shit for me to think that it was worth telling them that he is guilty and they should do something about it, right? There's almost no chance this ends... Hold on, this building looks a little different. Nope, that door is also padlocked. No, it's not, actually. It's also not openable. Well, shoot. And almost nothing in this place is lootable. Hold on, there was a dumpster over here. A trash receptacle. Okay, people are pretty vigilant about not throwing away useful stuff, it seems like. People in video games are always weirdly wasteful. It's like throwing away a lot of perfectly good stuff. I guess that's pretty true in real life as well. We gotta eat something. Let us... Oh, yeah, somebody pointed out to me that we have this touch option on things on our inventory. And when you use this, it pulls up some text, and it's different than the mouse over text. So we should probably make sure we're looking at this. Canned meat, jerked meat, smoked meat, boiled meat. Beef, ham. The art of cooking meat is truly honored in the town, and in most other places. Let us have some of this. I'm going to go ahead and use both of them. And then I'm not going to hit the bottled water for the reason I was talking about last time. We happen across water receptacles so often. We can drink some bottled water if we are truly running low. Alright. I guess it does cap the amount that we can safely run. Are those standing stones? Those are indeed what I'm headed for. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous about this. This is, like, extremely ominous. What's happening out here? Maybe nothing. In fact, maybe nothing is what's happening out here. So, this is... Step has 1,000 eyes. This is definitely... Oh, here we go. You are very well concealed, child.
The worst is yet to come.
Look at you, feeling better. The town's not too welcoming, is it? Don't worry, the step is wide. It can hide anyone. What brings you here? I am feeling better, actually. Thanks for helping me back there. Hey, you're welcome. I'd tell you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours, but I'm not the type to demand back-scratching back. So, what do you want? Need another wound addressed? Who are you, kid? Why do you ask? Listen, just tell me. Are you the one who poisoned the dogs? All lies. I'm a good, kind soul. I mean, I sort of believe him, honestly, given our previous interaction with him. Alright, explain yourself. The soul and the halves are the real punks, and Notkin is the worst. And punks deserve to suffer, right? You can't hurt them. They just wipe the blood away and keep going. So you need to hit them where it does hurt, right in the heart. Make them see how it feels. Dude, you're sure making it sound like you did poison those dogs, though? Hit them where it hurts, huh? I think they were right. This world doesn't... Oof. This world doesn't need people like you is a little grim. I don't think we should give the kid the leash, partially because of all the things I was saying earlier, and also partially because his leash is, like, very valuable. You're disgusting, Scram. Let's tell him to run off. Get lost, kid. Wonderful. So off you go. By the way, if you need anyone to confirm that you only arrived this morning and couldn't have murdered anyone last night, just say the word. I'll run to Saburov and testify. Yeah, that would be useful, actually. Wait for me by the town hall. Yeah, I think we should probably say this. I think we need to have a backup plan, and I should not go to Saburov and testify myself. We've been warned pretty specifically about that. The dog killer is the doghead who saw me at dawn. He'll testify to my alibi. I wonder what Notkin will think of this. Well, I would love it if he, like, never found out. But frankly, the kids in the warehouse district not being super fond of the fact that I don't want them to kill anyone is probably less bad for us in the long run than Saburov thinking I killed his men. Than Saburov thinking I killed my dad. Sorry. Everybody seems to like my dad. Remarkable how little of that carries over. Okay, I would love to find a little water supply thing. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and drink a little bit. Also, we're going to touch it first. Fresh water is carried into the town daily from step springs, then distributed by water bearers. The Gorkon water has long been poisoned by the factory pollution. It's dangerous to even touch. Gorkon might be the name of the town. Maybe. Well, let's go ahead and drink some. That's pretty effective. That really refills a lot of thirst. I will say that the gray bar, green bar, red bar system that we're seeing here is not the most intuitive way of communicating resources that I've ever seen. Like, if my health bar, if my hunger, okay, if my hunger bar has no green in it, is that, like, if I ate more food, could I get all the red to go away, and then when the bar's totally empty, it's in a good state? Or does it work like this thirst bar, where I could banish the red and also add some green? Not 100% clear on things. We'll just have to sort of figure them out bit by bit. So do we want to go back to the kids and tell them what's up? I sort of don't. You know, maybe we should, though, because maybe I shouldn't have them just thinking that I was too afraid to come back to them. We should explain to them that it's just like not... Oh my god. Jesus. Saw her foot come out of the corner of my screen. So the game, I've been told by helpful commenters, the game does not have actual jump scares in it, which is great. I'm very pleased by that. But you can see how sensitive I am to that sort of thing, why I was concerned. Ah, okay, lady, you're very creepy. Finally, we're back together. I've been waiting for you, Barack. Will you have me now? I'm sorry, who are you? Don't you remember me, word? Well, I remember you, and I remember your words. So, will you have me now? You have very clear speech for a bride. Do you live in the town? Okay, we've seen brides mentioned before. Your hands are so heavy. Shh, don't touch me yet, or else the dress will tear, and it's no good. The tears in the dress must appear on their own, during the dance, just like the earth is torn apart when it releases herbs. I'm not touching you, though? I'm not touching you. So, will you have me now? Will we be joined forever? For real, are we acquainted? Fine, I'll wait for you to remember me. We'll meet again soon. I'll find you. For now, try to remember who I am. Segni Dehi? I don't know. Or there'll be trouble. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out, lady, who think I've never met before, and who really isn't dressed enough for this weather. It looks chilly, right? Okay, yeah, let's go back to the kids, let them know what's up, and if they're mad at me, they're mad at me, and if they attack me and try to kill me, then we will run away, because I'm certainly not going to fight these children. Not because I couldn't beat them, to be clear. Maybe I couldn't. But because even if we can beat up children, we shouldn't. That is the moral stance that I'm taking. I know. So courageous, so brave. Listen, you don't have to tell me twice. I know how courageous and brave I am. I know what an inspiration people find me to be. I have to imagine they're not going to be, like, super pleased, though, right? Alright, not kid, you total weirdo.
I'll take you to your end, rend, tend, mend.
I'm sorry, are you trying to do poetry right now? Also, you're leashed. Jester thinks you're a decent sort, and he's not the only one. So, behold, we solemnly grant you this leash. It means you're always welcome here, and that you may even get your own half one day. Not everyone does. A half? Half a soul more. A rook, a dog, or maybe a cat. Though probably you'd get something huge. A bear or a bull. We've never had a half like that before. Okay, so a soul and a half is a person with a close animal companion. Now perhaps you'll tame your own dragon when you grow up. Now look, see Murky? There she broods. She saw you get off the train this morning. Saw you as you got attacked. Saw everything. But she doesn't talk much, and I think few grown-ups would believe her. It's better than nothing, though. Thank you. I'll have a word with her. So I did not expressly tell him that we let Leica go, and I don't have the option to talk to him again. So I hope I haven't screwed this up.
How many crusts do you have? I've got 2.
Congratulations. Well done. Go away. I saw everything. No one saw me, but I did. So why do you want me to go away? I don't. Oh, good. Did you see me get off the train? What is there about you to love? Nothing. So I don't. That's fine, that's fine. You don't have to love me. I was not asking for that. I don't need you. Nuh-uh. Things were great without you. Great. Okay. Maybe we'll become friends when you get a little older and less weird. Maybe. So we've added a couple of people to our nerves category here. So bones, nerves, and blood. These are the 3 layers of the human body, we were told, by the bandages that we picked up in one of our many, many dreams. At least I think they were dreams. Weird that the NPCs are separated this way. I'm guessing blood, obviously, direct family. Maybe as we get more familiar with people and they come to care about us more, they move like from nerves to bones to blood? Something like that? I robbed the soul and a halves of their revenge, but somehow they're thankful for this. Okay, so I didn't actually verify that. But yeah, I mean, that makes a certain kind of sense, right? The kid is happy to have an excuse not to have to kill another kid. Happy to have it kind of taken out of his hands. Is that... Okay, that's right. The ferryman thing is nearby, not right on top of us. It's going to take me a little while to get used to the fact that up always means forward, even when you're looking up. It's kind of a weird HUD thing. Okay, still exhausted. Still don't know where I can sleep. Do we want to try looking around in here a little bit more? I mean, it's tough. It's tough to know what buildings we can actually access. Maybe we can only access the ones that are colored in. But maybe they're only colored in after we have verified that we can access them, you know? Alright, hold on. This is like an actual store. Let's go in here. I know we just drank, but I'm gonna re-drink. Let's go in here and buy some stuff and see if there's maybe a cot somewhere in here. At least, you know, it's a building we can go inside. It's a good start. Maybe what I should have done before starting the episode was go back and watch the footage. Can I steal that broom? I do not seem to be able to crouch, actually. I'm getting really tired. I'm not sure what's going to happen when our exhaustion bar fills completely. Will we pass out where we're standing, or will we actually, like, die? Hey there, buddy. Creepy buddy. What do you got? Raisins. Once a juicy grape, now a small sweet that wouldn't satisfy an infant. It's very judgmental about raisins. Okay. A dry fermented dairy product. Weird. Tasty dairy drink, satisfies hunger and quenches thirst. That seems useful. So this is only 130 money. I don't actually know what the unit of cash is here. The milk is more expensive, so presumably is better, but we don't actually know that. Let's buy some food. Let's buy some stuff. Like, I think we need to make sure that we are fed, that we are ready to eat and drink at a moment's notice, because I think that's going to be the thing that's most likely to kill us. It doesn't seem like people are super eager to just, like, jump me and attempt to murder me. Maybe that's not going to be true in the long run, but for now it seems to be true, so let's just try to, like, take it easy here. Kids would sell their souls for a handful. I don't know, these are so cheap we may as well buy them, right? That's most of my money. And the answer on the question of, is there a cot in here or something, seems to be a no. Big no on that. That's a negative on you being able to sleep here at all. Well, we do have those coffee beans. Let's see, it says they're not healthy for you, right? Let's look at them in the touch menu. You can forego sleep with coffee, for a week or more if need be, but it's a bad idea. Whoever refuses dreams dares fate to pass them over. Yeah, well, until I figure out how the game works, I think we may have to. Let's go ahead and use them. I'm curious. Okay, they help quite a bit. They actually just directly lower your health, though. Well, interesting. So running might make us tired faster. That seems at least feasible, plausible, maybe is the word I want there. Seems like a thing that a developer might put into their video game when they make it. I'm going to go back to Grief and look in that direction. I'm hoping we're going to find an open building somewhere. Or that Grief will maybe give me some more directions. And actually tell me where it is that I might find a bed. So this is connected to Grief's building, but not actually the part that we were in before. It's also very locked. And with the boring kind of lock that you can't interact with. What is this? That's weird. I wonder what the symbols on it mean. Alright, hold on. Let's see if we can get him to repeat anything here. We might have to go down to Lara's place, see if Lara will let us stay with her, since I can't find a bed. And nope, we are not allowed to interact with any of the people in here. They are already sick of me. Listen, people get sick of me. I'm not unfamiliar with that, but I have to say, this was very nearly record pace. Well, you know, in these days, people had a lot of free time, so they were able to get sick of things much faster than we are today. And this was not openable, right? Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we just keep on keeping on. We have our coffee beans. We are kind of awake for a little while longer. I'm obsessed with the idea that there's just going to be loot. We're going to find some food just sitting around everywhere, apparently. And I mean, we keep finding containers. There's just never anything in them. Alright, so where are we relative to the rest of our goals? We have to get to this thing. I should be very cautious about heading to the Backbone. We know that Saburov is not a big fan of people who look like me right at this moment. Can I just jump over this instead of walking around? Now, we're really not good at jumping. Like, remarkably not good at jumping. You would think that a man would be able to climb over, like, a fence or a waist-high obstacle. But maybe our doctor here has, like, a bum leg or something? We go in here? Oh. Wait, this is just Grief's place, isn't it? I think it is. I think I walked around a little bit and got myself turned around. Yeah, it totally is. Well, at least I realized before we actually got inside. Weird that it has to load to take you inside a building, but not to take you back out. You would expect that the exterior space would require a little bit more texture loading and stuff. Then again, it is all the same textures over and over again in this area. Yeah, alright. Well, there is no place here to sleep as best I can see, and if I'm missing it, then I'm sorry, but I think we're just going to move on. We'll find someplace else to sleep. So, we know that the surgery that we might want to perform is over there. Let's be cautious. We're not going to get people to trust us by just, like, skulking in the shadows and avoiding everyone, but I also don't want to get murdered, you know? Hi. I'd like to trade with you for my conscience's sake, but no one will trade with thieves or murderers. Barter is about trust. Listen, I'm neither a thief nor a murderer, pal. You'll do what? This kind of seems like threatening him. I don't think we should threaten him. What does conscience have to do with it? Well, barter is a sacred tradition. You understand that it's not about objects at all, don't you? Not about objects. Would you like to trade your coat for a match, then? I might have accepted that offer, but I won't trade with a man who has a burdened conscience. Why poison my own fate? Don't worry, you won't. They're weird. Your fate won't improve my life. Only my own trust, get it? When I trust someone, I get lucky, so good things come my way. Okay, fine. I'll just go clear my good name, then maybe we can barter. I like that version of that result. Oh, hey, and it did actually have a positive effect on our reputation. I was going to say I like that version of that result because that's the only one where I don't, like, kind of tacitly admit that I'm a bad person. even though I maybe am a bad person. Well, I'm gonna go on a limb here and assume from all these birds that these people are dead. Are these the guys I killed at the train yard? Okay. Do not autopsy or loot, because people will know. In fact, what I'm sort of doing here is real suspicious. So maybe we should just get the hell away from the bodies. Also, you definitely should not just autopsy someone in public, in full view of anybody who happens to walk by. It does seem dangerous. Okay, so we're gonna, for now, walk the streets, try to be trustworthy. Try to appear trustworthy. I'm just a normal guy with an extremely clear conscience, just walking down the street the way normal, not evil people do. Hey, that's a pretty big cow. It's not the biggest I've ever seen, but it's pretty big. Hey, guy. Bikara, you are a good man. Buy my bull. Why would I want a bull? Well, it's not just any bull. It brings luck. When the time comes, it'll tell you what to do. Oh, it can talk? Unente? It is known. It will talk on the scariest day of your life, showing you the right way. I'd rather not have it at all. Perhaps there won't be a scary day in my life then. That's funny logic, like you believe your own tall tale. Scary day will come if you have a bull or not. He's definitely trying to swindle us, right? Okay, hold on a second. This is a fair point. If the presence of a bull who will tell you what to do on the scariest day of your life causes you to have a scary day in your life, then why would I pay you for this bull? I'll take it from you if you pay me. Take him for 200. It's a good bull. Bikara, it'll be useful to you. You're out of your mind, man. Find yourself another fool. I'm not doing this. Okay, it's circled this, so that I know where to go if I would like to buy a bull later. Hard to imagine that that's something I'd want to do. Hey there, guy. What's up? At last, a crowd now gathers round my act. Sit down like that. Now watch. Death by starvation. Too busy. But speaking of starvation, have you got any food? I'd cut a man open for some dry old toast. Maybe that's not a good thing for me to be saying, given the accusations and everything. So, the good sir fancies a slice? Have one. Shan't last. In half hour's time, my act resumes. Come see. Death by starvation, lads and lasses. That's okay, I'll just find another freak with toast. Wrong. You should look for freaks that trade in trash. Perhaps home-owning freaks, too foolish to see as you rummage through their paltry things. That's not a bad idea, actually. I think your act may be delayed after all. Hold on, I'm going to say I respect other people's property, because I think it's possible this guy's going to give us some tips on how to steal from people more effectively. That's so? Then our good audience shall their eyes soon feast upon our play. Death by starvation. Burak, can you now feel their hungry stares? Fair enough. Could I also get a lockpick, please? Yeah, these guys... Okay, so they can't just be metaphors, because a metaphor did not just hand me some bread. But there's definitely something strange going on here. And these dudes are somewhere between literal and not. Hi. How fares your kind, Katangar? Poorly. Everything's bad. We, the Katanga, must help each other out. Yeah, so I don't know if this is the name of the step, or if this just, like, translates to person from the steppes, or people from the steppes. You are our kin. You shouldn't get into fights, Tangar. You'll always lose, no matter who remains standing. Well, how come? Think, Tangar. If they kill you, that's very bad, right? But if you kill them, it's still bad. Everyone will hate you. They won't let you in, sell you food, or barter. You'll be hunted. Do you need a wolf's life? No, I really don't. And, like, this seems like a very silly complaint, because of course they don't treat each other that way. Well, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Don't get into fights. Clear up your name first. As time passes, people will accept you. Then do as you please. Like, fight people. Yeah, thanks, man. Let Mother Bado caress your step. Which is probably, like, a good thing to do. Oh, he gave me one of those valuable charms. One of those worthless, valuable charms. Can I loot any of these objects? Because this is basically just trash, right? Nobody's going to mind if I steal trash. Probably. Possibly. I guess I'm making kind of an assumption there.
that's him.
That's him. That's me. Hi. Okay. What were you saying, look, that's him to? Well, he's definitely just, like, following me around. No, okay, now they're going to have a nice little chat. And I'm going to use this opportunity to sneak away before that guy keeps following me, because he's kind of freaking me out. So we're moving in the general direction of the surgery that we were asked to do. And once again, we're hearing some animal noises. Real creepy animal noises. So I think this is probably better than taking the river. Like, we want to make sure people see us around town behaving normally. Oh. Nope. 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 Ow. Oof, that dude really punched me. I'm just going to try to run away from him. I'm not very fast. This is kind of what I was afraid might happen. Help. Somebody help. Help me. This guy's crazy. Hey, you want to help? Look, that's me. That's me, the guy who's being chased. Okay, we're running right past the building. Oh, that's right. Holding block makes your stamina go back up faster. Actually, blocking is not great. Oof. Okay, well, it will not help me to die, though. I can't punch right. I'm very, very hit here. And then we took off. Nope, we didn't take off. So when I'm running away, he can throw a punch at me, and if he hits me, it completely turns me around, it seems like. Don't suppose you want to help me at all? Okay, I mean, maybe we just have to fight him? I don't want to fight him, obviously. Yeah, fighting him at all is bad for our reputation. Okay. We were told, like, hitting somebody a couple of times, maybe we could get him to give up. Oof, the kicks. The kicks are very serious. No, let me, just, like, desperately trying to block there, but stamina was not coming back. So, I'm dead, presumably. Like, he just punched me until I went unconscious. Okay, maybe he didn't actually kill me after that. Rise and shine. Don't you dare kick the bucket on me, lowlife. Round here we die on our own terms, not by the hand of others. Sorry, was I unconscious? That you were, pal, that you were. Tired? Do you need a bite, a drink? I can share, but you'll have to pay for the water. Not too much around. I could use some... you know what? I need sleep. I probably really need sleep. Look, pal, this won't do. I gave up my own blanket to carry you. And guess what you did? You coughed up blood all over it, asshole. You owe me a blanket now. A nice wool blanket. I wouldn't mind seeing a little spirit from you either, you know what I mean? What happened to me exactly? So, there you are, dead as a doornail. Down we dive to pluck your teeth out, then... Wow, turns out you're alive. And Crop over there says, hey, don't you touch him, you vultures. He's Bad Grief's best friend since childhood. Well, Crop this time was not full of shit. Now Bad Grief's all happy, even rewarded us. Go ahead, say hello, he's over there. Yeah, thank you. You owe me a blanket, got it? And a little gift for saving you, something top shelf. Yeah, I think we probably ought to become known as a person who pays what they owe. That's probably good for us. So, pill bottle. Today, Bad Grief's mob is willing to drag me out of trouble. A warm welcome. Tomorrow, though, I doubt they'll be as welcoming. The mob's hospitality doesn't last long. Okay. Didn't really pick up anything else new. So did I actually get any sleep time? Nope, still feeling pretty exhausted, turns out. You'd think being unconscious would be alright for you. Well, we're definitely going to have to eat. And then also drink a little bit. So can I just go and try to pay that guy back? Is this the guy? I can't even... There aren't that many character models. But I don't have the option even to interact with anybody to try to pay them back. So I guess we're not on the hook for that guy's blanket after all? Kind of strange. Okay, so I should have just fought, right? I ran away from that guy instead of fighting because I was hoping that we wouldn't have to fight, but what I should have done was beaten him till he didn't want to fight anymore and then let him go. Don't make a big thing of it. Don't kill a man with your bare hands in the street. but I probably am going to have to win fights from time to time. And who knows, maybe defending myself and then choosing not to kill the guy who attacked me will get me some positive feelings from the neighborhood people. And there'll be some people who saw that it was self-defense, right? I'm debating actually taking the ferry this time. We only have the one fingernail, and it might be hard to find another one, but also I'm a little worried about our exhaustion levels. You're being hunted. You'll need a weapon. Pushing me in the direction of bloodshed, eh? Like you needed pushing. Listen, we respected old Barak. You're the only person who can replace him. We don't want to see you dead, too. So what do you suggest? Well, it just so happens that no one carries firearms around these parts. It's a peaceful town. Yeah, peaceful? Is that what you call it? And it just so happens that I have a revolver. But I can't give it away for free. For a reasonable price, though. And where'd you get it? Our storekeeper has his way of finding curios. He orders them from the big world to be delivered by train on Big Vlad's behalf. That's all right. The master can take it. Okay, what's the price? 3,000? Are you nuts? I can wait for 2 days. If you don't take it by then, I'll do business with somebody else. My circumstances are humble. As for the money, you'll have no trouble getting it. Isidore must have left you inheritance. It's hard to talk about now, I understand, but business is business. Inheritance, huh? I suspect I'll have a hard time obtaining it. Secondly, Isidore must have taught you how to hear and pick medicinal herbs. They're in bloom now, and merchants in the Broken Heart would give you a decent price for them. Okay, that's good information. Yeah, I know a thing or two about herbs. Okay, I don't know that we necessarily want that dude's gun, because I'm not sure I want to use a gun. This dude just looks very intense. Maybe his eyes don't go any more closed than that, but he looks like real mad or something. We believe you didn't kill our patriarch. We'll transport you along the Gullet and the Guzzle, the tributaries of the Gorkon, our kind river. Okay, the Gorkon is the name of a river. But it will still cost you fingernails. There's no other way. Okay, why do you believe me? Because we are ferrymen. We know from which way you came, and when. The murders happened at night, you arrived in the morning. We sensed that a new person appeared in the town. We keep track of that. Okay, well, tell it to the townsfolk then. Help me out. No one would believe us. We are ferrymen. Yeah, okay, I forgot. The Gorkon is a kind river, but its water isn't for humans. You can't drink from the Gorkon. You ought not walk into it either. We traverse its edge. It's frightening. We need fingernails so that we can always return. I see. Alright, let's go ahead and travel by boat because I'm worried about getting waylaid again. And there's an actual amount of time spent. I mean, the first day is passing actually pretty rapidly. Should we just walk the distance? No, let's go ahead and take the transport. I don't want to get jumped again. And I would really love to do this thing for Bad Grief. He has now saved my life. Not directly, but he has had people save my life. Okay, is it this building right here? It is the one slightly to my left. Alright, let's do a good deed. Although, granted, the kind of person who works for Grief is maybe not someone that the locals view as heroic. Maybe people won't look that kindly on me saving these guys' lives. Well, we'll see. Alright, what room? Well, I imagine this direction, probably, given the amount of blood on the floor. I'm guessing here. Yeah, are you able to tell me what's up? And you are. A doctor from Bad Grief. Tell me what happened. Then one of ours got himself cut is what happened. A shiv stuck in his side. A lot of blood, you see. At least he's breathing for now. You have water? No. Don't you forget to give him alcohol or powders, anything. You gotta kill the pain first. A twitchy man, this one. He'll flop around like a fish. Powders? You have no idea how to perform an operation. Okay, you got something to cut with? The damn thing's stuck deep. Tried to get it out with a knife. Didn't work. Need those special knives. Scalpels? Yes, I see you're experts at poking around with knives. You probably started this whole mess, didn't you? No, we were doing God's work. Who did away with old Barak? A Shabnak, that's who. So we tracked the man-eater. Then all the step trash poured in, yelling that she's no Shabnak. They took out shivs, 10 of 'em on two. Yeah, it sounds like maybe you deserved it there. That we avenged Barak. Piecework himself grabbed her. Don't you glare at me like that. Come on, help the man. Can't you see he's about dead? Do what Bad Grief said. Some doctor he sent us. Alright, fine. I'm doing it. I'm doctoring. These guys are not great, but we also shouldn't let a man die of a stomach wound, because that is a screwed up and slow way to go. Okay, empty bottle required. Not exactly clear on what we're looking at here. So, empty bottle required. Hold on a second. Let me empty a bottle real quick. Yeah, we'll empty a couple just in case we need them. Okay, so we can drain out some of the blood. Now we have a bottle full of somebody's blood, so that's fun. And then we take the scalpel and we dig out the stuff in the stomach. This is where we were told there was a problem. Okay, he had a lockpick in his stomach. And then we want to not do anything else, maybe? I'm willing to bet that the game would totally let us just carve this dude up if we wanted to, even if it's not, part of the medical procedure. So maybe we should stop there. Hey, I can hear him breathing now, all normal. What is this splinter? You're clearly not from around here. This is local tradition. We don't keep knives. They might call it cutlery, but it sure ain't for cutting. Godless beasts who fear neither life nor death make these disposables. You jab once, then it breaks. All about observing the custom. Yeah, I'm from around here. I know about the custom. Thank you. What was it that I got out of him? It looked like a lockpick. A bloody lockpick. It clearly got inside Piecework's gut unnaturally. I doubt anyone would want to trade for this thing, but I could use it. Yeah, free lockpick. It seems like a good thing, and we have this vial of blood. I don't even know what I want this for, but we sure do have it. So if we go back to Mad Grief... Yep, surgery's done. Shiv's out. If we go back to Mad Grief, presumably he'll be happy with us? Let's make that a thing that we do sometime in the near future. For right now, I want to go meet Lara. Door is locked. Hey, man. I was trying to make sure there was nobody around to see me pick the lock. A prompter. Look around, Barak, at this abandoned house. Yeah, what about it? Have you secured all you need to survive? No. I have nothing I need, in fact. Neither food, nor water, nor clothes. I hardly urge that you mimic those two, but times are dire, and what you need you may find lurking in empty houses such as these. And if the owners should return abruptly, you are neither first nor last criminal here. So you say I should burgle the place? Exactly. 'Tis your life at stake, and things are merely things, that you might then repay. You are indeed a doctor here, Barak. So you're like my inner voice, huh? And obviously not my conscience? Well, I'm with him. I'm all about let's take the stuff that we need to survive and find all I need in someone's house. The rest is about picking the lock and shutting up my conscience. Yeah, if we know that things are going to get pretty grim, I don't know, I don't have any idea if the game simulates this or anything, but it's possible that by taking people's stuff, we're consigning them to a worse fate. And again, I gotta be alive if I'm gonna help people, and also, if I'm gonna be alive. But, it sounds... I think I might have heard footsteps. Alright, let's try picking the lock. Oh dear. Okay, that's a weird system. No, there's not anybody in here. Now, let's start by looting the open drawers. Money and a bullet. I bet these bullets are pretty valuable. Not a lot of people have guns, apparently, but anybody who does have one will probably be hard-pressed to find ammo. You know what? If it's locked, it's probably locked for a reason, right? No, not really. Maybe these people are just really worried that they might lose their scissors somewhere. I definitely hear footsteps. Alright, I'm a little leery about closing the door because I don't want to get surprised. A bull bell. Did it bring luck to the one who wore it? Doesn't seem so. Alright, I'm going to open this too. Maybe what we will find is that we wish we had saved our needles. A rusty metal spring and some morphine. That was definitely worth the needle. For now, I think I'm just going to assume that anytime we have the opportunity to pick a lock, we probably should. A locked piece of, a locked, like, drawer on a cabinet, I mean. Okay, so the black areas are a lot harder to drag the needle through. It's an interesting lockpicking system. This is real creepy. It's also a child's room. Children are not known for having a lot of objects of value. Fishing hooks. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe we shouldn't just be robbing these people indiscriminately. I think the voice downstairs did say it was an abandoned house, but it sure doesn't look abandoned. I'm not allowed to rest in the bed. But our exhaustion meter is definitely letting us know that we better figure out a place to sleep soon. Unless I can find some more coffee, that is. You know, if I can't find some more coffee, I might end up in a coffin. Okay, so this is kind of a tricky system because I have to constantly keep both of these meters in the right place. I will say, though, this is going really well loot-wise. We're finding lots and lots of needles. I'm just going to open both of these. What is that? Chalk, used to draw lines. Well, okay, that's accurate. That is what people use it for. Who doesn't love a little bit of theft? What have we here? Twirine, an herbal infusion. Drink to reveal places and events hidden from naked eyes. Really? Right, we're starting to run a little low on inventory space. Okay, just 15 money in that one. We've had worse problems, though. Okay, at least I'm, like, pretty okay at this lockpicking system. Oh, that's a shame. We may not have found anything at all here. Oh, never mind. We got a little bit of money. I'm pretty bummed out that I can't just choose to rest in the abandoned building. Because that would be, like, really nice right now if we could just crawl in the bed. Nope. Because I'm starting to get really worried about how red that exhaustion meter is. I was kind of hoping that was one of the things that we were going to get told here, was that we could loot the place and also just take a quick nap here. But we need to be in some place where we trust the people, right? Somebody has to be able to watch over us. Oh, we've got a lot more money now. Why doesn't the guy in the mask just watch over me? You can't help me out a little bit? Okay, hold on. There's one more door to loot here. Oh, broke that lockpick. Okay, we got a couple more. I also have to eat. Beetle. It's just a whole beetle in my inventory for some reason. Alright, let's eat something. We don't have a lot of real food left. Okay, that works. I'm trying to save the 10 for when we're also thirsty. Alright. I'm a little paranoid, so we're not going to run unless we absolutely have to here. And I'm going to try to make it to Lara's place. Maybe we'll be able to end the episode there by taking a nap in her spare room. That's what I'm going to hope. We need to cross here and then just sort of arc around gently to the left. Okay, one of those dudes just appeared. Hopefully he's going to tell me some things about how to get a good night's sleep. Again, just really surprised that getting knocked out didn't help me. This thirst keeps driving down toward my death. Okay, drink some water then. I have no water, sir. You see then how I suffer, knowing no solution. Indeed, see me act out your fate, dear fool. Help! Someone help! This thirst is soon to kill me! That's just bad acting. I'm not emotional like that. No? It's hard to tell with you. But if you think yourself so smart, do say, what happens next? Someone, not me, gets a good kicking. You die, my friend. That's how it ends. Water is all around, though puddles make poor drinks. Sip then from fountain spouts, from barrel bungs. A bottle is all that you need. Here, have one. Thanks for the bottle, weird guy. So these dudes are all around just kind of like telling us generally what the deal is with the mechanics, which I appreciate. I'm really nervous about getting attacked again. But also, we have to talk to people? Nope, that's bad. Okay, Q to raise fists, right. Block. Ooh. I have my scalpel equipped, hold on. That's bad. Yeah. Okay, now I'm being attacked by 3 people, and I'm going to try to run away, but it doesn't work. Yeah, if you get hit while running, it seems to spin you a random amount to make it hard to run away from fights. Huh. Wait, where am I? I just woke up over here. Hey, how you doing? Is this your money, sir? I think you dropped your purse. Yes, of course it is. Thank you so much for giving it back. Save money, sir. You'll need it yet. Oh, an optimist, I see. Alas, today is not the day for commerce. Suspicious folk from out of town are outlawed. But there's a shop that deals in stolen loot, stood among the warehouses, trading with all sorts and no regard for reputation. You may find a use for that money yet. Okay, I'm not so worried about that. What I'm worried about right now is making it to Lara's and hopefully not getting my ass kicked again. So, people are beating me up with regularity, but they're not killing me when they do so, which I really appreciate. So maybe I do need to stick to the back ways and stuff until I can do something to prove that I'm not some kind of monster. If they really thought I was a bad guy, I assume they'd be actually killing me. Okay, this person wants to talk to me. Move along, or I'll scream. Why are you all so angry? Have I wronged you in some way? You're a cold-blooded murderer. You killed our protector. You're a walking clue, fella. Bloody clothes, foreign face, and you stink like a railroad. Rumor has it, that's where the murderer hid. Are you trying to escape? Skip town? I only arrived a few hours ago. Just calm down. Just everybody calm down. I seem to be more disliked here than I was in some other places. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about the pharmacy. We're just going to walk along the coast until we get to Lara's place. Or until we reach a fence that we can't get through. Is this a gate? Yes, but I can't push it for some reason. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, I guess I have to walk around. Oh, wait, I'm not running because I'm afraid it will exhaust me further. I have no idea if this is like a real concern. That means I have to walk out in the open a little bit here. We're just gonna look out for people. Stay far away from everyone. Unfortunately, Lara's is, yeah, still pretty far away. Need to get through here and then turn right. Oh, I'm hated here. Gee, what a fun change of pace. Okay. Running around this dude. I'm going to try to fight him. Just enough to get him to back down, but I want to do it, like, out of the main thoroughfare. Oof. Okay, apparently pretty thirsty. Let's just, real quick, chug this in the middle of the fight. Our stamina quickly. Man, I hit him. Aren't we told, like, hitting people 3 times is usually a good... Okay. Are we cool? I'm not allowed to interact with him. I don't want to loot him. I just want to... I want to tell him that it's over and that he can go away. I guess I'm just going to go away. Yeah, good. Run. Okay. That's actually really good for your reputation. That's extremely good to know. Oh, I'm going to put my fists away. Hi, I'm not threatening you. So, are they all finished over by the stake? Trial complete? What stake? You hit your head somewhere, big guy, or are you just stupid? They caught a man-eater at the bone stake lot. A clay demon from the steppe. Look, I don't have time to catch up some random idiot. Wait, where's that lot? What an idiot. Yes, I know, you think I'm an idiot. I'd say you're an outsider, but you're dressed like a factory worker. Is that where you hit your head? The lot's in the Skinners. Got it. Maybe I'll take a look, and I'm not going to threaten the child. Hold on, I'm going to ask to trade with the child, though. He has a fingernail. Let's see. You would like a beetle, some broken scissors. I'm not sure that I should give a kid broken scissors. Especially the kids around here. Oh, he's like wild for peanuts. Immunity boosters and also this soap. I'll give you some more peanuts. And chestnuts. Children love nuts, apparently. I shouldn't have said that. That's a thing that... Okay, nobody clip that. Let's just try to walk away from the road. Okay, we're right here. We can go around the backside of this building. Yeah, okay. I think things should be okay. That looks like that woman that jumped us and asked if we were ready to be with her forever. So that's a little concerning. Okay, I don't think that's the same woman. Boy, that growling sound is like really nearby. Are we here? This is it, right? I wonder if I'm suffering auditory hallucinations because I'm tired. That's definitely a real thing that happens if you get overexhausted. I know a guy, a close friend of mine, who I have lived with. I know he did a couple of like 72-hour days in college because, you know, sometimes you have to, and he gets the auditory hallucinations real bad somewhere around the 50-hour mark. Okay, what have we here? Well, first of all, no flashlight. Secondly, the ability to save seems like I ought to do that. Boy, I sure hope that's Lara. Hey there.
Medals mark murderers, the way a brand marks livestock.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of true. Except you can take off medals a lot more easily than you can take off a brand. How long has it been? 7 years? Maybe. You always were better with numbers. It feels like 10. Why are you giving me that look? Yeah, that one, right there. You smell like blood. Yeah, I'm covered in blood. Everyone does. Trust me, I'm a surgeon. I've been inside all kinds of people, and they all smell like blood in there. Once again, should not have maybe phrased that way. And we share the same pain now. Siblings in suffering. That's why you've come to see me, isn't it? What are you talking about? I think she's probably talking about, yeah. We dearly loved our fathers. Now they're both gone. Yours killed this morning, mine this past spring after the battle at the fords. Many terrible things happened while you were away. I'm sorry. I didn't know your father well, but I always respected him. He must have been killed in action then? Forget it. I don't want to talk about it. Why are you back? Father sent me a letter 2 weeks ago now. A disturbing letter, where he wrote about his involvement in something dangerous. You know, I still don't know much about the letter, like we the player. And what will you do now? I honestly don't know. You know what? You aren't going anywhere. I won't let you. Take a look at yourself. You can barely stand, let alone run around chasing some assailant. You're staying. Eat something. Get some sleep. When you wake up, we'll figure out the rest. How's that? Yeah, fair enough. I'm on my last legs. I could really use a nap here. Okay, Lara's close. Can I sleep on your couch, or... Yes. Oh, okay, we have to determine how long. I'm gonna sleep the maximum length they will let me, because we are exhausted.
Black cats are beloved.
Wait, black cats are beloved, really? Is that a Russia thing? Because we got some weird superstitions about black cats in the States. Oh, cool. Still having those good dreams then. So these will be the reflections of the men that I apparently murdered. Sorry, killed in self-defense, which is not the same thing. My name was Jacob Stirk. Worked in shipping. 2 marriages, both happy. Brought up a daughter. Friends woke me up in the night. They were getting a posse together to catch old Kane's killer. We ambushed him at the station. That's where I was killed. With my own knife, no less. But Kane, don't you mean Barack? We do know somebody else was killed. I was called Kirik. It was my idea to catch the murderer at the station. So we lay in ambush. The train came. A man got off. "Get him, boys," I cried. That was stupid of me. The killer would be getting on, not off. Yeah, I'm sorry. That sucks. This is a really good way of making you actually feel something for the nameless goons that you killed. I mean, partially just don't, make them not nameless, but also, give them a good character reason to have been in the place and, make the player feel the way they interrupted this person's life. They called me Bertie, short for Bertrand, and that's one of the kinder nicknames. Bertie was fine. Name's just a name. I got murdered at the station last night. Didn't rightly know what I was doing there. Figure I just went along with the herd. Man, I'm sorry. This sucks. It sucks that this turned out this way. I don't know that I had a lot of choice, because you guys were definitely going to kill me, apparently. Hey, Birdman. Can I go back to reality now? This place bums me out. Did you enjoy your little chats? They don't blame you, as you saw. I suppose they haven't quite come to terms with their fates yet. Or perhaps they have. Death does that to people. I mean, it sort of does serve them right. They definitely came to the train yard in a whole mob justice, let's kill somebody kind of mindset, and then they absolutely just jumped the first person they saw. They would have killed a total stranger, a total innocent person. It does serve... That's what I'm going to say. It does serve them right. I'll tell you a story. Once there was a man who wanted to fix everything. He begged on bended knee for a chance to turn back time. And when he got it, history repeated itself. Good job, we told him. That's your fate. He asked us, once more? So we let him try once more, but with a catch. He who denies his fate will be punished. He'll keep living as a cripple, lame, wounded. See where I'm going with this? No. Did he try again then? I don't remember, and I don't care. Even if he didn't, there probably wasn't a happy ending. You can't fight fate, Barack. It's immutable. Yeah, I'm still gonna try, though. Not saying you're wrong, just saying I don't accept it. Okay. I'm reliving the moment with the opportunity to change it. But he who changes his fate will suffer. So I have this knife. This is actually an interesting conundrum. If I tried to fight them to a standstill, if I tried to fight them till they gave up, I wonder if things will actually change. Also, will I be able to? And if I lose the fight here, will it have, meaningful consequences? And these are bad dudes, right? And if they successfully jumped and killed me, who's to say I'm the last one? We know that people not much different than this ended up going around killing a bunch of stepgirls. Oof, I can't... I don't seem to be able to... There we go. It's weird, I couldn't throw punches for a second there. Ooh, boy, they are all over me. Running out of stamina is real bad. I'm kind of curious what happens if we lose the fight. Okay, one down. Ooh. Alright. Recover stamina, and catch him when he comes in for the kick. Okay. I am not allowed to autopsy them. See? You're a man of fate, Barack. What are you trying to prove? You can't change fate. Have you heard the story of Oedipus? I am familiar with the story of Oedipus Rex, yeah. So sorry, what's my fate? I didn't kill him. I told you already, Barack. It's not pretty. You will spill blood. Just let it go, Ripper. Don't be so bullheaded. Just because you have a hammer doesn't mean every problem's a nail. Okay, so I guess the difference there wasn't fight them with the knife versus fight them non-lethally. It was fight them or let them kill you. Maybe. Listen, there's nothing wrong with my head. My brain's functioning just fine, sort of. It will be once I wake up. Maybe. Better, anyway.
Dogs are howling.
Oof.
Why?
Wake up, cub. There's someone upstairs. A thief must have gotten in. Or someone even worse? Oh, what a dream I had. Twire is indeed in full bloom. Sort of the Steps version of the Santa Ana winds, I guess. Something's fumbling around. I hear it. What if it's the thing? The thing that killed Isidore? What if the soil spat out a Shabnak after all? I'll look around. Just stay calm. Just hold on. Can I take this sword? No? Alright. It's fine. I can't help but notice that my exhaustion hasn't changed at all. Just get out my fists and be ready. I don't hear anything. That's a hell of a painting. Hey there, person who is not wearing pants, it seems like.
Stop squirming. Everything's all right now.
Got any idea where she keeps bread? The shelves are empty. Sorry, who are you? A close friend or a bitter enemy? Your choice, really. So, friends? What do you want? Do you believe in divination, Barack? No, I'm choosing not to because the visions I've been having are terrible. Well, that makes things harder, because you're going to do something awful, and I could have saved you the disgrace. But I guess you'd rather stay gloomy, self-centered, and bull-headed. Am I right? Yeah, honestly, that does sound like me. Listen to me. You need to leave town now. If you must stay, lay low, do nothing. The less you do, the less grief you'll bring to those around you. Abandon your schemes. I'll handle it on my own. It'll be glorious. You'll see. What are you gonna do? Whatever it takes. It's all going to hell, and soon. We're halfway there now. Just stay still. Trust me, will you? I'm your sister, your double, and I know what must be done. I know a great deal, Barack. Future is open to me. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to prove that. Your life lessons will prove me right, but heed my words. Whenever you want to do something, don't. You'll just make it worse. You'll be the demise of your hometown. You'll drown it with blood. Not buying it, and I think you should get going. The mistress of the house is getting anxious. This would be a good time for you to leave, then.
Shall I sing a song for you?
Have you thought about what I told you? I did, and my answer's no. So my answer's no to the idea that I should lay low and not do stuff. I don't feel like we were really asked anything. I had the strangest dream. Was it your doing? No, yours. Don't you want to know what I dreamed of? Of horror, I'm sure. All dreams are prophetic. And since you dreamed it, you must have seen yourself spill blood. As for the details, spare me. My nerves are delicate. I'm not some monster. Are you sure it was prophetic? Oh, it was prophetic, no doubt about that. So are we still dreaming? Because our exhaustion meter didn't go down at all, which suggests to me that we haven't finished sleeping at least. Okay. It was prophetic, no doubt about that. So you say you have a gift, huh? Well, I do too. I can sense when I'm being lied to. Like right now.
Our quarrels are ended. Our friendship is mended. And if I should lie,
What are you
of
looking
pox
at?
should I die?
She's just staring straight ahead. Huh. Well, I can't talk to her anymore. And there's nothing to steal from this cabinet. So I guess I'll just put these away and go back downstairs. Does seem odd that I can't resolve the situation in any way. Again, I'm expecting that this is still a dream.
If only I could live a year longer. A whole endless year.
If it's endless, it's not really a year. So, what was it? Some beggar, I think, broke into your house. She's babbling nonsense. Should I toss her out? Don't. If she's already here, let her be. Maybe she's hiding from the violent mob. I'll check on her later, provide some care if needed. Yeah, she could use that. She seems not that well. Okay, so 21:03 on day 1. So no, we didn't really sleep. She woke us up, right? Okay, can I actually sleep? This is my exhaustion meter, for real. It's like, okay. There we go. Regain some health, lose a lot of exhaustion. Getting hungry. And we've crossed over into day 2. Some opportunities have been irreversibly missed, but sleep is not the only option. Certain events will unfold at night. A new pantomime is being rehearsed at the theater. Death toll over the past 24 hours, 7 people. Gone missing, 3 people.
The day is over.
What
the
the?
end draws ever closer. A new pantomime is rehearsed at the theater.
Okay. That's weird. It's weird that that text gets repeated in a voice that seems to come from nowhere. We don't have a lot of food. I don't really have any food. Yeah, the nuts are not real food. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to save it right here. And this is where we will end this episode. Again, ended up going pretty far past the hour I was hoping for. This game is definitely compelling in a weird way. It is drawing me in and drawing me further. That's going to be it for us for now, though. Come back next time, Saturday. It's technically Saturday now, but later Saturday or Sunday. Listen, soon. Come back next time, soon, for more, and we'll see you then.